Hello guys, today I'm going to talk about a fantasy series which has been highly praised by prominent authors like George R. R. Martin, Patrick Rothfuss, and Brandon Sanderson. This series is called Realm of Eldering. This series is written by Robin Hobb. It consists of 16 books in total, and these 16 books divided into 5 interconnected storylines. Let me give you 4 reasons why you should read this series. 1. The characters are unlike anything else in fantasy, and the emotional weight is extraordinary. All these characters were so human and less magic in the initial part of the series. The magic evolved slowly along with the character, and throughout the series it was the same. The magic system in this series is having very lesser space and given more space to the human characters and their emotional journeys. 2. The world building is layered and it rewards our patience. The magic systems like wit, the skill, wizardhood, dragon memories, these all are interlocked in a ways that feel it's genuinely earned. 3. Robin Hobb writes the best found family and unlikely friendship dynamics in the genre. Whether it's a prince bastard and a court fool, a family of traders, or a fledgling dragon and their keepers, the relationship in the stories are the beating heart of the series. 4. The whole series is finished. These books are highly addictive. Once you started reading, you don't have to wait for a year or two to read the next book. It's all available now. So you can read without worry about anything. Sometimes I read book till 3 a.m. in the morning. Especially it's like one more chapter kind of thing. Alright, let's break down all this series individually, starting with the Farseer trilogy. This is where it all begins. If you are going to read any of the Robin Hobb books, you should have start here. This whole series has been told in Fitz's point of view. Fitz is a illegitimate son of Prince who brought in the royal court of the Six Duchies. As a small boy to be raised, trained as an assassin, and used for its own secret purposes. Fitz has magical gifts. He can use something called a wit, a forbidden magic that allows him to bond with animals on a soul deep level, and he is discovered to have potential with the skill, the royal magic of mental communication and influence. The Farseer trilogy introduces us to the world of Six Duchies and the mysterious red ship riders threatening their coastline, and most importantly, the Fool, one of the most beloved characters in all of the fantasy I ever read. He is a jester at court, genderless, otherworldly, who speaks in riddles and sees future in fragments, and who sees in fit something no one else does. The important thing why I love this trilogy is the way Robin Hobb showed how Fizz constantly struggling between his duty and his personal desires. As the illegitimate son of a prince, Fitz is raised in the royal court to perform certain duties, but never truly belongs there. He was trained as a king's assassin, and he must serve the crown with absolute loyalty, often carrying out dangerous missions in secret. Yet beneath that duty, he lives as a young man who longs for a normal life, friendship, and love. Throughout the story, Fitz is repeatedly forced to choose between protecting the kingdom and following his own art desire. Those choices often come with personal sacrifices and which are very painful. This inner conflict between the loyalty of the throne and the life he desired to live becomes one of the most powerful and emotional elements in this trilogy. Okay, I'm going to give my rating for this trilogy. If you love a character driven, introspective, epic fantasy, then this trilogy is for you. I'm going to rate 10 out of 10. Okay, guys, let's check out the next trilogy. This trilogy is called the Life Ship Traders Trilogy. After the intimate and claustrophobic world of Fitz, Robin Hobb does something bold. Hobb shifts the setting entirely to a different continent. Yes, this story takes place in a city called Bingtown, a merchant city built on trade, and out on the seas of rain worlds. The central concept is extraordinary. I'm not gonna explain the magic of live ship here because when you read it, it will amaze you guys. This story mainly follows the Versit family and their live ship Vivisia. There are pirates in the story, sea serpents who are not quite what they seem, and we have rain world traders with physical mutation passed throughout the generation because they lived in the lost dragon cities. And there is named character named Kenneth. He is one of the most morally complex antagonists Hobb has ever written. A pirate captain with vision, charisma, cruelty, and a hidden wound that makes him impossible to simply hate. If the Farsight trilogy is quite fire, then this live ship Traders is a storm. It's bigger, faster, and packed with different storylines. The women of this trilogy are extraordinary, complex, flawed, and powerful in very different ways. The magic here begins to deepen the mythology of the Elderlings in a way that Farseer only hinted at. The dragonkind is present, though not at front and center, and by the time when you reach the ship of destiny, the threads between the trilogy and the Farseer world begin to pull together in ways you won't see coming. Okay, let's go to the rating. Well, I really love the whole series. I'm going for 10 out of 10. Let's talk about the next trilogy in this series. It is called the Tawny Man trilogy. This series taking us back to Six Duchess. Now, years have passed since the end of Farseer trilogy. Fitz is living quietly in hiding with his wolf, a simple life he desired. And then, as this thing always goes, a new mission arrived. The Six Duchess needs him again. Then the world drags him back into Bucky politics. And the fool, he is also changed. He is brilliant, more mysterious than ever. The magic system in this story deepens significantly. The skill and wit are explored with more sophistication, and the relationship between the Fitz and Fool reaches a level of emotional complexity and the intimacy that is genuinely unlike anything in the genre. It's a love story, not necessarily romantic in the traditional sense, but still a love story nonetheless. In this trilogy, we also encounter several characters from previous trilogy, the Life Ship Traders series. The way Robin Hobb connects their stories, it's natural and brilliantly written, making the world feel larger and deeply interconnected. The Tawny Man is where the series fully matures. The plotting is more confident, the stakes are enormous, and the ending of Fool's Fate is one of the most powerful finals in the epic fantasy. It's a conclusion that's simultaneously devastating and amazing. This series gives a happy ending to the Fizz, especially he will live a life which he always desired for. So I'm going to rate this trilogy as 10 out of 10. The next set of books in the series is called The Rain World Chronicles. It contains of 4 books, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is the least favorite books in the realm of Elderlings for me. Yes, this is the weakest part of the series. It probably could have been 2 books instead of 4. Yeah, that could be make this series whole lot greater. Yes, the pacing is very slower. Some of the characters were not even worth our time. But the mythology of the Elderlings truly opens up in this series. Especially a group of outcasts is tasked with guiding young dragons through the dangerous Rain Wild River. On a quest to find the mythological Eldring city called Kelsingra, and the magic left in the city that will help dragons to regain their true powers. This series explains what dragons truly are and what the Eldrings were. If you go online looking for opinions on this series, you will find a camp of readers who just say skip it, but I am against that idea. Never skip this book. You will lose the critical threads in the next trilogy, Fitz and the Fool series, which picks up directly from this series ending. So I advise you not to skip these books, and trust me, the lore payoff here is massive for readers who have made it through the earlier books. So my rating for this book, let me be fair, I'm going to rate it 6 out of 10. Here we are, the end of everything. This is the last trilogy in this series. This series is called The Fits and Fool. This trilogy is the result of over 20 years of storytelling and world building. It brings together every thread: Fits, the Fool, the Bingtown Traders, the Rain Wild Dragons, the Skill, the Wit, the Elderlings, all of it into one final and enormous, heartbreaking, magnificent conclusion for Fitz. Now, in this story, Fitz is older now. He has a life, a home, a daughter named B, a strange, tiny, extraordinary child, and a lovable character. And the fool, broken, dying, arrives to set the final events of prophecy in motion. In this trilogy, I did feel the second book dragged a bit, especially for about 200 pages. Much of the time is spent waiting for Fitz to realize the end of the first book, what happened in the end of the first book. Even though the readers already know what has happened in the end of the first book from B's point of view, again we are waiting from Fitz's point of view to realize the story. Of course, because of that, the tension of the story felt little stretched. Personally, I think it could have been more powerful if Robin Hobb structured it differently. Imagine if the readers discovered at the end of the first book, from Fitz's point of view, in the beginning of the book 2, experiencing the shock alongside with him, then uncovering how it happened could have been an incredible narrative moment. But that isn't how the story unfolds here. That said, despite this small spacing issue, I loved B character. Especially the her point of view character storytelling is absolutely amazing. The ending of Assassin's Fate is truly remarkable. Without giving any spoilers, for me, I can say it's a perfect ending and a satisfying conclusion for the whole series. So, my rating for this book, I'm going to go with 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching this video, guys.